Welcome travelers. I recently made a video about one of the co-founders of Archetype Entertainment, James Olen, stepping down from his position as an executive. News that was met with a lot of mixed reactions. There were a lot of negative takes, but also a few more level-headed and balanced takes as to why he is stepping down. James has since then put out a statement himself, explaining to why he has chosen to step down as an executive and a leader of Archetype Entertainment. There has been some speculation about me stepping down as a studio head of Archetype. That decision was one I made last summer. While Hasbro would have preferred I stay, the departure was amicable and fully supported, and I remain on good terms with everyone involved. After more than 6 years building Archetype and leading a AAA project while balancing both creative and business responsibilities, I reached a point where stepping back made sense. Burnout is not unusual in this industry, and it felt like the right moment for new leadership to guide the project forward. Exodus is in a good place, guided by creative leaders I have worked with and trusted for decades, including Jesse Sky, with whom I originally founded Archetype. Right now, I am focusing on what I enjoy the most: story and world building. I am developing new worlds through my own company, Arcanum Worlds, and I also have a couple of upcoming books funded by Hasbro that I'm excited to share soon. Now, this begs the question, is this PR speak or corpo talk? I don't think so. As I said in my last video, as far as I understand it, this is in line with his character. James seemed to have a history of moving from project to project. He's more of a creator and world builder than a manager, which is something that he himself mentions in his statement. Exodus is a massive project, and it seems like he was feeling a little bit spread too thin with managing both the world building, the main game, the tabletop RPG game, and his own company. And it is not entirely impossible that it was his plan to step down to begin with. We have to remember, he came out of retirement for Exodus. I personally believe that there is a very high chance that the situation is as he says, that he wants to focus on the tabletop RPG section, which is something that he is very passionate about. 7 years in development. It is true that the development cycle for Exodus has been very long, and there are people that claim that this is a sign of Exodus going through development hell, and that is entirely possible. But remember this, the Exodus game is just one entry in the whole Exodus universe. We also have novels, extended and expansive lore, 2 tabletop RPG books with a 3rd on its way, and most likely even more projects that we do not even know of yet. Exodus is shaping up to be a massive IP, and it has most definitely, without a doubt, been a massive undertaking for James and his team, and considering that he came out of retirement for it, I do not think it too particularly strange that he might be a little bit tired right now. On the topic of burnout, James mentions in his statement that burnout is not unusual in this industry, and it felt like the right moment for new leadership to guide the project forward. Some might take this as that James is potentially suffering from a burnout, and might think it strange that he is working on something new now that he has stepped down. But it doesn't have to mean that he's suffering from one. Instead, it might mean, this is what I think, that he's feeling that he's close to one, or that he might be heading towards a burnout and feels that he needs to slow down. And even if he were to suffer from one, sometimes focusing on something that you're passionate about and like can be a cure for it. I personally recover from burnout through taking on projects that I have an interest in or am passionate about. Sure, I have to take some time off in the beginning, but after a while, if I do not do something, I get worse. This is just my opinion, but I believe that right now, James is right where he wants to be, focusing on his passion and developing tabletop RPG games. And I also believe that we will see something big coming to the tabletop RPG scene, most likely starting with the Chronicles of Melayu. Thank you for watching. Till next time, traveler.